Runesmith, are you there?
I'm here. Keep your voice down. I'm not exactly a guest. Tracked the metal off-world. Followed the make of it from a sacked carriage in the hinterlands, through the portal, all the way to the Shadow Labyrinth. Ravenholt kept the daggers as dead relics. Somebody took real trouble to steal them. You don't haul depleted steel across a world for nothing. I didn't break in. Told the acolyte at the door I was dark iron, that my folk and the Shadow Council go back a long way. Half true. He let me through to Grandmaster Vorpal.
I had no idea you were such a rogue.
Nah, no knives, no shadows. I just recut the runes in my armor to read friendly to their warlocks. The ward's taste fell now. The craft does the lying for me. I'm inside. Black stone, every inch of it worked. Old Shadow Council make. Careful, patient. They don't build sloppy. That's the part that worries me. The pull's getting stronger. These blades aren't as dead as anyone thought. Somebody's been at them, trying to wake the old binding. There he is, Vorpal. Got them both laid out, reading the work in the steel. Like he means to learn how Gul'dan did it. Not today, Grandmaster. Take my hammer. No questions asked. Got one out. The other's already gone. This one's coming with me. I'm not walking back through that. Calling the machine. Down and home.
All right. I'll meet you in Ironforge. Welcome. Put it on the table where I can see it. There. You don't know what you brought me, but your hands do. A runesmith's hands always know the craft. That's one of a pair. Anguish, the orcs call it. Sorrow, its twin. And every child in these lands knows whose hands carry them. Garona Halforcen, the half-breed who set at King Llane's table, won a kingdom's trust, and paid it back with a blade in his ribs. The traitor at the feast. You've heard that one your whole life, I'm sure. Start where she started. Not born, created. On Draenor, under the Bladewind clan. A warlock named Gul'dan shaped her the way the smiths beside him shaped steel, in a forge that never cooled. That night, the hammers rang out a pair of blades, and the newly born thing cooling on the anvil was listening.
Those are being made to my hand. I can feel it before I've ever held them.
Good. The hand should know its tools before the mind invents reasons to refuse them.
I'd name them the twins, Anguish and Sorrow.
Name them what you like. They are a gift to you. If you name them, they're yours forever.
The smiths. Do they know what they forge?
They know the fold and the edge. A maker needn't know the purpose to serve it. You'll come to find that a mercy.
And the one who made you, did he tell you yours?
Careful, little blade. You speak as if you were someone with the standing to ask.
So the steel was done, and so was she. The blacksmiths never knew what they had done, how the alloy itself conformed to her wield, and in turn, she conformed to it. But a blade in the hand isn't enough, not for what they wanted. The king would see it coming. he would stop it. So they took her down into Gul'dan's sanctum, where the fell light burns green and implacable. And there he finished the work the forge had only started. The steel was ready, but not her, not yet. A command, buried so far beneath her own thoughts, she never heard it, until the moment his dark powers would set it into motion. He raised his hands. He began to speak.
Hold them. Don't grip. Let them grip you. Feel where the steel ends and you begin. Savor it. Soon that limit will disappear.
There's something slithering under my own thoughts. Stop! It's taking the...
By the word beneath your word, and the hand beneath your hand.
I said stop. That isn't mine. That voice isn't... Ah!
You will not hear this command again until the hour it is spoken. Sleep, little blade. The rest of you may stay awake.
Whatever you've put inside me, I'll find it. I swear I'll...
No, that was the last truth you'll say without permission. Welcome to your new yourself.
It was done. You can't take back a word like that. She left the dark a finished thing, and the cruelest part of his craft, he left her awake. Left a self in there to do the living, the order sleeping underneath. Then they sent her across enemy lines, into Stormwind. Now, you would think the city during the First War would put that ark in chains. Stormwind sat her at a table instead. They watched her, but they fed her, and they let her speak. And one night, over a war map, with his captains certain she was lying, the king had to choose whose counsel his city would turn to.
They'll faint at the southern wall and come through the river gate. Move your garrison south, and you lose the city by morning.
My captains say the opposite. They fought orcs for years. You've been here a month.
Your captains have fought orcs. They've never been won. Believe them. It's safer. No one blames a king for trusting his own men.
No. They blame him later, quietly, when the gate's already broken.
Why would you take the word of the thing they sent against you?
Because you gave me the safe road and told me to take it. A liar sells you the cliff. Rivergate, hold the south light. We move at once.
He took her word over his captains. By morning the gate held. She had been right. That's how trust starts. Not with love, but with an enemy who tells you the truth. But trust like that makes some people nervous. Stormwind kept a spy master, Pathonia Shaw, who had spent a life sharpening secret blades for other kings' courts. She knew the work because she did the work. So when she looked at Garona, she saw something she recognized. And she went to the king, alone, with a warning.
Pathonia Shaw. What do you want, spy mistress?
I have built up people like her, Your Grace. Placed them in courts that trusted them completely. That is the entire point of putting them together.
Then you'd know one. What does she want?
That's the flaw in your question. She has no true will of her own, but serves one, willing or unwilling. Not understanding that makes all the difference. The difference that brings down kings.
She saved this city twice on her own word.
A good instrument earns its placement. That isn't loyalty. That's the long part of the seam.
You read everyone as a tool for someone else. Seamstress.
And I'm usually right. I've told you what she is. What you do with a king's life after that is, regrettably, for a king to decide.
She was right about all of it, but it didn't matter. The king listened to her and trusted Garona anyway. Not blind, his eyes open. That's what haunts us. But nobody warned them. Somewhere in those nights of maps and kept secrets, the weapon stopped being a weapon. She chose them, chose him. The self he treated as a person grew over the instrument, the weapon, until the edge was gone. So Llane did the most dangerous thing a king can do. He did it in public. He stood her in the great hall before the court to give an orc what was reserved for his peers. Everyone there knew what she was. He was about to tell them it didn't matter.
You've all heard the whispers. The orc knows our gatherings, our walls, our supply lines. Good. I told her every word of it.
Don't, not in front of them. Invest your trust in me this way, in public, and you can never take it back. They will pin on you forever.
I know exactly what I'm doing. She holds what my own brothers hold. Doubt her, and you doubt me.
They're right to be afraid of me. You should too.
Then let it stand on the record that I turned my back to her and lived.
Then I'm yours, not theirs, not his. Mine to give, and I give it to you.
And she didn't strike. Of course not. She meant it. That was her truth now. She was freer in that hall than she had ever been. More herself than the day she was created. The person and the thing inside, swerving, trying to wrest control. You know how this ends. So did they. That's the unbearable part. The throne room was the warmest room in the story. Gold light, the two of them close enough to touch. A king and the friend he had staked the kingdom on. Both felt it at once. Something drawing tight. A string neither of them had set. She read it in her own hands before they moved. He read it in her face. And there was nothing either of them could do to stop what came next.
Llane, move! Get back, get away from me. My hands aren't... I can't stop them. I can't. Arrgh!
Garona, look at me. You can stop this. I trusted you. You're...
That's what they wanted. Trust. I understand now. Run!
No. If it's already done, then it's in my hands too. I chose this. I'd choose it.
I had stopped being his. I swear to you I had.
I know. I always knew who warped you in this way. I thought you would still.
Guards, to arms! The assassin is getting away!
And then it was quiet. The blades did what they were forged to do. The hour was over. The king was gone. The string went slack. And the worst of it, the very worst, was that she was still there, alive, holding the murderer's hands, her own hands. She ran. Of course she ran. There's no outrunning your own shadow. Out there, on some broken road far from the goal, somewhere, someone was waiting for her. The Maker. He came all that way for a reason. To see whether the thing he had forged still worked. He had a few words for her. Only a few.
It held. I came a long way to be certain. The word, the steel, the hour, all of it exactly as forged.
I had stopped. Do you understand? By the end, I wasn't yours. I chose him. The choice was real.
I know. That was the finest part of the work. A weapon that doesn't believe it's a weapon cuts deepest. No wavering, no warning.
Then take it back. The hands, the blades, all of it. I don't want to be the one who's left.
That was never mine to take. I only set the hour. You did become someone, little blade. We forged it so there'd be someone left in the end.
He knew you were behind me. He trusted what I made of it anyway.
That was the cruelty that spiked his pride even more. He didn't need her to be loyal or false. He wanted her to acknowledge what she had done, her broken will, forever. So, the traitor at the feast, you'll hear it told that way forever, and it isn't wrong. Her hands did the deed. But it isn't the truth either. The horror was never that she was secretly loyal. It's that she had truly become loyal, and the old design triumphed anyway. Llane was no fool to trust her. She had, by then, become worth trusting. His one mistake was forgetting who had forged her. And that's why this one keeps people up at night, because every one of us wonders how much we choose, and how much was hammered in early, by hands we never saw. Whether at the worst hour, we'd do the thing we would rather be, or the thing we were made for. Leave the blade, and bring me another name.
Whoever made this was a master. You can feel it. The balance, the temper, the patience in it. There's love in the work. That's the part that turns my stomach. Good craft never asks what it's for. It only asks to hold. My folk forged a chain once and called it a crown. Wore it proud, too. It burned us down to the bedrock. So I read steel for a living. I can tell you who made a thing, and how well. I can't tell you whether the hand that carries it ever truly chose to. You keep the blade. I've carried enough that someone else built. What I'll be chewing on the whole way down the mountain is how much of me was forged on purpose, and by whom.
Whoa, is that really what happened? I'm not sure anyone knows. Azeroth isn't a timeline. It isn't just a collection of stories. It's a living world with memory and points of view. And that's what this channel is for. If this story resonated with you, if it changed how you see Azeroth, drop a comment below. Tell me what you remember. Tell me what you heard. If you have a suggestion, that's even better. Like and subscribe so the next story finds you. And remember, the telling is never done.